Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Back to you.
The Noles ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Could be an alley. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down.
And they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell swings it out to the flat. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He's going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Finds some room. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And, man, did they finish quickly. A 94-yard touchdown toss. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the counter. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Quarterback extends the play. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then get a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Knowles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown time. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Russell. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Alabama pushing the tempo. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Keelan Russell makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plows through the defense. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Calls it in. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Russell on play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming, still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the grab in their space. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble.
Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. In the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Runs through a tackle. Picks up the first down. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's in. Hounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games.